All right. Well, I'm Spencer.
I'm Sean.
Whatever. This is the itch. I'm kind of
Whatever.
So I'm kind of trying to get out of the idea of just saying like our names and stuff and turning it into more of a free flow.
Yeah, I get that.
So that was kind of a knee jerk thing to say.
I thought we were doing that for segments.
Yeah, we are, and I was just gonna make it everything.
Yeah,
we'll see.
I feel that.
Remember Me was good. I don't know, dude. I heard less than good things about that one.
Have you ever played The Disappearance of
Ethan Carter?
Ethan Carter.
No.
I see that on Steam all the time, and it's actually on sale, I think, right now for the Halloween sale. I have no money, but if I did, that's what I would spend it on.
Yeah?
Yeah, being an adult sucks, guys. Don't ever grow up. It's not fun.
Stepsy, I'm not going to buy you a gaming PC. I don't have that kind of money.
I'd buy Steps a gaming PC if I had the money.
Well, I would if I had a bunch of money lying around, I'd give you whatever you wanted.
If I had a bunch of money, I'd buy Steps a gaming PC.
I'd buy some heroin.
Sure. I'd buy him a gaming PC filled with cocaine.
No CPU.
Yeah, it's just coke. It's just a tower case.
Yeah.
Filled with bricks of coke.
Yeah.
Sure.
And I'm gonna need you not to mention that to anybody. You take that and you do what I tell you to on the instructions.
Keep that on the DL and look at that note inside of there and give that to Pablo.
Yeah. You'll know who he is.
He'll be at your door very shortly.
Yeah. He's the shorter one.
He's the more violent one.
Yeah.
So
what else is new?
I think the only new thing I've played is Winterra. My God, that game is Japanese.
Yep.
Good Lord. It is very Japanese. I was like looking at some of the costumes, some of the upper level armor. For females, it's basically just a pussy cover and some nipple stickers.
Yeah. Well,
that's how I like my armor.
Yeah.
On females. Did you see? By the way, speaking of armor on females, you see that? So the stormtrooper in the Star Wars trailers that's got the nifty armor and a cape.
Yeah.
As a female, apparently. That is a woman.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Right.
Someone on, I think...
I said that doesn't look like female armor?
Yeah, on Twitter.
I remember that.
And then Star Wars came back and it's like, it's armor on a woman. Why? Why would you put like a fucking bikini on her? Which is true. I mean, that's like, does she want to get, shot everywhere except for the boobs, the nipples, and the pussy? I don't know. Yeah. When I wear armor, I know that I only wear a cod piece. That's all I care about.
That's right.
The dick.
Protect
the dick.
Protect it at all costs.
Leave the heart exposed.
Take your arm.
Protect the dick.
Protect the dick.
With my head. Cover it with my head.
It could be argued, so it gives you all your rage.
Yeah, I gain a lot of rage from the dick. I'd probably be better without it.
Yeah. So I figured we do a recap of PlayStation's Paris conference.
Okay.
That happened this week.
Sure.
It's basically their Gamescom. Xbox was big there and did all their fun stuff. Sony just kind of stepped out of it and said, we're not going to do it. Just kind of did a no-show.
It's good.
But they did it at Paris.
That's good.
They released more footage of Horizon Zero Dawn. Have you seen this game?
No.
This game is tight. This game, and it kind of sounds like you've heard it before, but it takes place in a post-apocalyptic world. But more of like the world has turned into like it was back in the ancient days of like cavemen and stuff.
Okay.
But there's still technology. Like there's like alien almost technology going on. And there's a bunch of creatures that roam around that are basically big robot dinosaurs.
Any way we could put it up?
Yeah, I could put it up.
Put it up. Put it up. Put it up.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, I would like to see that. I don't care anything about consoles or anything that's not Steam.
It is actually coming to PC.
Let's put it up on the stream, yo.
Let me go do that. 1 second. Wait, how do I do that? I don't have time to do that.
You know,
it's tough. I gotta rework the thing.
Daniel wants me to be careful. Everyone on the show keeps disappearing. Yeah, because we killed them
Yeah.
because they're dead.
So if you look at it, just Google Horizon Zero Dawn. It looks really cool.
Put it up, man. Come on. Don't fuck around. Sorry.
Keep
Right.
them occupied. Filibuster.
Filibuster. The senator for North Carolina has the floor. Senator. I have a wide stance. I've never seeked out male prostitution, and I will never. I am happy with my wife. I have a wide stance. Don't turn your back on Spencer when he returns. Okay. I won't. I never do. That's why I'm still alive. That's why I'm getting another beer. What should I get, guys? Spence, what the fuck is 8th Street? Is that better than 7th Street? Because 7th Street is it's got a reversible lane. What's 8th? Have you ever had 8th Street? It's made by Four Peaks. Hey guys, I'm gonna put a couple beers on the thing. You guys can tell me what to drink next. So I got an 8th Street, whatever the fuck that is. Spence, do you want the Traveler? Get 2 Travelers. What do you prefer? I'll take either one. Do you want lemony shandy or do you want
Peggy
grapefruit
16.
shandy? Alright, here's the trailer. Guys, check this out. Grapefruit shandy. What is a shandy? You got the trailer up? Can I see it on the stream? Oh yeah.
Hi, my name is Mark Norris, senior
watch this
producer for
shit.
Guerrilla Games on Horizon Zero
Watch
Dawn.
it all
And
night.
here we are, finally
Watch
with
it
Paris
anytime.
Games Week. We premiered Horizon Zero Dawn at E3, and at that time we only showed the behind closed doors to a number of the media members, but
That's
we've
it, that's the
never
game.
shown it publicly.
That's
And
the guy.
finally,
This is the
we are gonna
game.
do that.
You play this guy? Do you ever get to lose weight?
One thing that you should know almost immediately is, yes, you can explore everything that you can see here, but we're on a quest. Now, we've hidden that quest UI and that quest interface, but one of those 2 tribes that you saw previously in the trailer, one of them has given you a quest, and it's a quest of critical importance. And that quest is to get a very specific resource.
So
It's
yeah,
a resource from the canisters.
I mean, it
that
looks
you can
very
find
impressive.
on the back of this herd that
oh
we
yeah,
call the
it's really
Grazers.
cool.
Now, why do you need this resource? Why does this tribe
This is
need it?
so you
What
said
is
this was
happening
sorry,
in
this was
PS4?
Steam.
Those
as
are
well.
still
PS4
things
and
that
yeah,
we're
it's going to be
gonna
on
keep mystery.
Steam. I'm
But
sure.
you will desperately need to retrieve this because it's a critical part of what's happening.
Yeah, and you take pot
As you're
shots at
looking
all
this
these
screen,
creatures
for the
with your
very
bow.
first time,
I don't
you're
wanna
gonna
take any
notice some
pot
of
shots
our
at anything
UI
ever
or
again.
HUD elements.
And
Now,
take
the art
a,
on this isn't
pot shot?
exactly final,
I
but
wanna
you
take a
can
pot
start
shot
to see
Yeah.
how
at,
the game is
Roosevelt?
really starting to creep into what we're doing. You
On
can see in
the
the top
stream?
middle part of the screen that there is a compass. Now we've
Look at these
hidden our quest
creatures.
markers
What
and
are
our
they?
quest objectives.
They're like
And we'll talk
giraffes.
about a quest
Yeah, they're
here
weird.
in
They're
a
like
moment. But you
amalgamations
can
of
see a
robots
compass
and then
certainly
real
denotes
animals that you
an
might
open
see.
world style of
And
adventure.
again, it's in the
In the
future,
upper right-hand corner of the
and
screen,
the
what you
world's
can
kind
see
of forgotten
is the
about
very
technology, but
beginning
it's still
of
kind
a
of
level
there.
and
Like
an
there's still
experience
buildings,
bar.
but
So
they're
you can
covered
start
in
to see the RPG
like
elements
grass
start to
and
seep
trees
in.
and all that
In
stuff.
the lower left-hand
It's kinda
corner of
cool,
the
man.
screen, you can actually see our health
So
bar.
this is fairly
It's
open world.
unusual. It's painted
Yeah, I
like
think
an
so.
arrow. Some of the tribal influences are certainly coming into the UI
The-
and HUD, and even
Yeah, you
though
just
the art's
shoot
not
shit
final,
and-
you can expect that those
So
tribal
you know what I
influences
noticed
will
about like
You've
Hollywood
seen a number of locales
portrayals
inside
of
of the trailer
cavemen,
for Horizon
cave
Zero
women?
Dawn.
Yeah.
You've seen
They
some
always have
desert,
dreads.
You've seen some snow, and of course,
Why do
you
they
see
have
here in
dreads?
forest.
So they're from
And
Jamaica,
currently,
man.
Aloy is crouched in what we call
This is a
stealth
white girl
grass,
that's
which we
got
call
dreads.
grass.
Maybe it's because they
Stealth
don't
is
wash
an
their hair and
incredibly
their hair
important part
just
of
kind of.
Horizon
Does
Zero
it clump
Dawn.
together?
In
When
fact,
you don't
you
wash
can
your hair,
see
does
the
it clump
UI
together like
elements.
that?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
Right
That's
on
the
top
that's the
of
point of
the compass is a little
dreads.
circle.
I saw
That is,
Robin
in fact,
Williams in
stealth
Jumanji,
indicator.
and he didn't
And
have
so
dreads.
Aloy will need to wait
He had a
for the
banana
right
hat.
moment in order to.
Maybe it's a certain type of hair that does it, but yeah, that's the point is that you kind of don't wash it.
Sorry, little one.
So we
Yeah,
mentioned
it's
that there are a
very,
couple
very
of RPG
actiony in this
elements, right?
game.
One of those things
So
that
this
you
is like a
just saw,
stealth
especially
system?
if
Is
you
that
got the
what she's
keen
doing
eyes, or
right
if we zoom
I think
in
there's
on
some
it,
stealth to
is
it.
the number 825 that just popped up.
Oh,
So that
she's,
number
like, stabbing a
825 is
robot.
incredibly
Yeah.
important. Why? Because it denotes that there
Why
are,
would
in fact,
stabbing a
RPG
robot kill it?
elements hiding behind the hood.
Well, if you
That
stab
is
the
a
right
damage
spot
value.
of
We
it,
call that
sure,
floating
right?
combat text, and you can see that number pop up.
I mean, have
But
you ever
now
tried to
we've
stab your
actually also
computer?
gotten into
Yeah,
the
I do it all the time.
Now we've described previously
Because
how
I
important
can tell you
the
from
machine
experience,
parts are to the
that
world.
stabbing your
Horizon
computer
Zero Dawn.
will not
But here
kill
we're
it.
showing
says
you some
ow.
of those parts. In fact,
I'm
that
pretty sure
flamethrower
that's
that you
not
can
true.
see on
It
screen
does-
is
it-
one
I
of the elements
swear.
that's
I'm almost
required to
100%
build
sure
explosive
that's true,
troops.
actually.
Now, machine
Should I
parts are
have a
incredibly important.
grapefruit
The economy
traveler
of the entirety
or
of the world
a
of Horizon Zero Dawn
8th
is
Street ale?
built around these machine
Here,
parts.
I'll get off this
So here you
crazy
can see
screen.
Aloy picking up what is
Yeah.
essentially a couple of
Yeah,
health
this game
plants.
is
Now
coming-
those will fill up your health if you get low. But the
Yes,
important
season
thing is
finale, we
actually
kill
what they
Spencer.
represent. You will
No,
want
that
to
would
explore
not be good.
every nook and cranny of this open world.
Spencer is the
Ancient
only voice
city,
of reason.
The tops of mountains, rivers and valleys, all
Is
kinds
this
of
a twist
settlements.
off? Or do I
Because
have
you
to open it like a man? I guess I have to open it like a man. With tools. Just like from the future. Where there are tools. Where I have tools. Like in 1985 when I went back, gave myself some tools, and I went back to an alternate timeline in 2015. That doesn't make any sense.
So again, that game that we just saw got a little bit more love. Coming to the PC as well.
Horizon Dawn Zero.
And in its multiplayer mode, supports cross-platform play.
I'm kind of with Daniel. I watched this trailer for like 5 minutes, and it's the most boring fucking thing I've ever seen. She stabbed a single robot raptor.
Well, they get into more. That was like a full gameplay of what the gameplay is supposed to be. There was a trailer at E3. I couldn't find it
this is
immediately.
very grapefruity.
Yeah, is it good?
I don't know yet.
Hmm.
I tasted it, and I still don't really know. You're having yellow. It's pea flavored.
Oh. The next game they talked about was Gran Turismo Sport.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem to help, right? Like they get shot by these shitty blasters from the Rebel Alliance that are probably not as powerful as the mass manufactured Empire blasters, whatever the fuck they're called.
Yeah.
Grant Johnson, help me out. Rest in peace.
That was Mjolnir armor 337.
Yeah, I'm sure he knows the exact model of the blasters and armor. In any case, yeah, like they wear this armor. It doesn't do shit. I mean, yeah, you'd think that it does something now. Maybe the female metal armor does something. Why are they even bothering? Let's go naked. Go nude.
But yeah, Gran Turismo Sport. That's a motorsport series from Gran Turismo. Obviously, that's going to be a huge thing to compete with Xbox's Forza. This is a T.
Did you like Gran Turismo more than Forza?
I used to play I played Gran Turismo 3.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Was 3 for PS2 or
Yeah, PS2.
Yeah.
The problem with Gran Turismo, and I don't know, and I'm not a racing game person, so I don't have much of a dog in this race.
Yeah.
But I would say that the problem with Gran Turismo, as opposed to Forza, is that there's no body damage. They refuse to show body damage on the cars.
Still?
I don't know still, but that was how it was back in the day. And
Yeah.
Forza was like, we'll show body damage, and then they'll do it.
That was a big selling point for me for Burnout back in
Yep.
the day.
Everyone wants them to make another Burnout.
Burnout's
That's Criterion, I believe.
I love Burnout.
Yeah. Obviously they showed some of their new fighting games. Street Fighter 5.
That's a Justin thing.
Justin's obsessed with that
I
stuff.
don't give a shit.
Yeah, I don't care about Street
I
Fighter.
only care about Hakan.
But here's something interesting. For Tekken 7, it will be VR compatible. Like, I think it's going to be... It's rumored that it'll be like first-person fighting game. I think that's pretty sick.
When has a first-person fighting game ever worked ever?
They can try it.
I was at an arcade once with my stepbrothers in like 1999, and they had a fighter game where you
Yeah.
could kind of punch, and then the fighter on the screen would punch. It was in an arcade. My brothers got in a fight and started punching each other in the face, and then we were all removed from the establishment.
As you should.
I was removed because I was related to them.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was standing around going, "Yeah, fucking punch out." But, I don't know.
It was just Daniel says, fighting games lost their luster for Spencer after he became a grandmaster at Smash. That's right. As soon as I beat everybody in
is
Smash
not.
Brothers, I realized there's no point in continuing. What's the point?
I don't know about that.
Being number one, top of the tower is boring.
You are you're a false prophet.
Another cool announcement, No Man's Sky.
I've
Familiar
heard
with
of
that
this.
one?
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Officially announced for June of next year.
I don't like the title.
You don't like that title?
I don't care for it.
All right.
Not really. No reason in particular.
Seems like a game you might like.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Definitely takes some of the building out of it, but it still has a lot of that exploration, no real goal.
I think Sony needs to do more console and PC release, simultaneous console and PC release.
I think so too. Honestly, that's not a horrible idea because if you put, because it still wouldn't give, it would give Steam the money. You would get a reason to pay more into Microsoft just for the computer, but it wouldn't really give the. I don't know. How does that really work?
I think if you're gonna compete with Microsoft, then you need a similar model. And if they're releasing for multiple consoles when they're Microsoft exclusive shit, which is computer and fucking Xbox, then you need.
But if they release it, if they release The Last of Us for the PC, would you get a PS4 so you can play The Last of Us? Would you get it on the PS4? Is what I'm asking.
I don't know if that makes a difference. I don't know because I have an Xbox One and I have PC and I just prefer to get shit for PC.
But would you get a Sony product? I think therein lies the problem.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't personally. I know a lot of people that would.
How many? How many percentage wise? Because they would need that conversion.
I don't know. I think they're just missing a market. I think they're missing out on a market. There is certainly a market that will never get a PS4. Doesn't matter how many good games come out for it. I'm not gonna get a PS4. I don't care.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get one.
It's got a lot of good exclusives.
I don't care.
Bloodborne?
I mean, I love Dark Souls. I would love to play Bloodborne, but I'm not going to spend $500 to play Bloodborne. I'm just not. I'm not going to make that jump.
Persona 5? Oh, you're not into those games, are you?
Not really.
Nah.
But if they release Bloodborne from Steam, I'll buy it. I'm not going to fucking steal it. I'll buy it.
Gotcha.
So that's an untapped market.
There's a game called Detroit that was announced. It's another like emotional kind of game about a robot android thingy that has
Is it
emotions.
a robot or an android?
It's an android that has like emotions and going out and to Detroit, I think.
Does he build cars on an assembly line? We have that now. What's the difference between a robot and an android?
I think an android is purposely meant to simulate humans,
I think you're right about that.
and a robot could be literally anything that is mechanical.
A robot is what builds cars in Detroit now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detroit will take place of an android building cars. They built an android to go to work.
They built an android to take the jobs of the robots.
Osis Daniel says No Man's Sky is the biggest bet for the most delayed game next year. I agree. Not most delayed game of all time. That would go to Duke Nukem.
Wasn't No Man's Sky supposed to be released like last year? Or
We're supposed to release around now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Hey, make a good game. That's all that matters. It
Star-
doesn't even matter, really.
Star Citizen. Anyone?
Quite frankly, I think the business model says to put it in beta. So I don't know. They even really. We could really be playing it now, and they just keep updating it and say it's in beta.
Yeah, early access, buddy.
Why not? They're releasing it for PC anyway. Big Daddy wants a quality number 6 for Spencer Champion. I don't know what you mean by that.
Quality number 6.
Farmatron says boobs for president.
Okay, boobs.
Detroit interests. Oh, it's just Daniel a lot. Detroit comes from the guy that did.
Detroit interests me a lot.
Heavy Rain, right? Heavy Rain, I believe, which is the choice game, and the creator of it, David Cage, is famous for saying that he thinks a game over screen is bad game design.
What do you mean?
Like he thinks if you had a game over, then
game over screen. Okay,
yeah.
I see. I for some reason I thought you meant game over screen. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? On the screen?
Yeah. It's like it needs to be more of an animation.
It should be inputted directly into your brain.
Yeah.
Game over screen is bad? No.
Let's look at that. What's the pros and the cons? That's what I like to look at. What's the pros and the cons of it?
Change it to the stream. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Game over screen. Question mark.
Who said that?
Spencer top 10. Okay.
There's more than 10. It would be really hard for me to narrow it down like that. But but a game over screen.
Change the screen.
Oh, you want to?
That's what I was saying. Heavy Rain, Fahrenheit, Beyond. Oh, number one, being friends with Eric. It's a great quality. Being friends with Eric.
It's not number one.
Yeah, it is interesting.
So what are the pros and the cons of a game over screen? The pros.
Okay.
You fucked up. Here's how. Here's why. Don't do it again.
I think that in order for any human endeavor to be successful, in order to feel fulfilled, and that's like ultimately what we're trying to do, right? When we're playing video games, we're doing anything. We're playing tennis, we're playing fucking basketball, whatever. We're trying to feel fulfilled in some way. You make a fucking, you make a 3-pointer or some bullshit, or you don't. You're trying to feel fulfilled, and if you have it, you set up a game that has no game over screen, or you set up something that has no failure rate, you never fail, and so there's no chance to fail, and so there's no challenge. And if there's no challenge, then there's no feeling of success, and there's no fulfillment.
Can you describe the end of, or not the end, dying in Dark Souls?
I mean, I was frustrated.
What is dying in Dark Souls though?
You lose hours of play sometimes. Sometimes. So you can lose hours of your life, hours of play. It makes the stakes high. And when you increase the stakes, you also increase the level of fulfillment when you win it all. It's a lot like gambling. If I set down $2 on a roulette table, and I say $2 on black. Okay, I mean, it's a fairly safe bet, right? $2 on black.
Put it all on. Nobody knows that song. I'm not going to sing that. Okay, go ahead.
Sing it. Sing the whole thing.
Go ahead. Put them all on black. The colors of your insides.
Oh, okay.
This is an Alkaline Trio song. Anyway, nobody knows that one.
Yeah, there's got to be failures for you to struggle. Yeah, exactly. There needs to be a struggle. So, like, let's say I put $2 on black.
But is game over the right answer to creating a struggle? What I was getting at with Dark Souls, isn't there a situation where in Dark Souls when you die, you lost like your souls or something like that, and you had to collect?
Well, of course, when you die, your souls kind of stay on the ground. That's essentially your experience, your money, your currency, whatever. And you have to come back to collect it, right? So you can collect it. So you kind of, in a way, Dark Souls is even offering you some forgiveness. They're saying like, we'll forgive your mistake if you can make it back here.
In that one, they almost skirt around a game over screen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they kind of do. They give you 2 lives. Essentially, I mean, you can still
pick it up. I'm sure if you die, then you lose that.
It's not as harsh as like Mega Man.
Yeah. So that's
Castlevania 2.
That's an interesting idea. It's not necessarily that there's a game over screen in that game, and I'm sure there is, and I never played it, so leave me alone. But the idea being that it offers an alternative to a traditional game over, start over from wherever you may have last saved, because it offers you that ability to collect it again.
I kind of look at a game over screen like metaphorically speaking. I don't mean, like when I think of game over screen, I don't think like literally a game over screen. I think it's something that you die, you can't, come back to where you were, which has been, I think it's been a problem for a long time with games that allow you to save, because I can just constantly save. Like look at I don't know, Elder Scrolls or something.
Yeah,
open world.
Just like I'm gonna get in a big fight. Better save.
I better save. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, I'll load.
Pokemon was like that. I couldn't believe it when I was playing. I saw my friends play Pokemon, and I loved the risk of like never saving. And I loved that in Pokemon. I think that made it a game. And I would play with my friends, and it never even occurred to me when I was a kid. And they'd be like, "All right, I'm going to fight the gym boss. Save," and then they'd go fight it. And to me, it was always like I'm putting all of my shit on the table right now.
When I whited out, I never like loaded my previous save.
My friends did that all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
That's like cheating.
Yeah, and it's like cheating, and it's like that's why there's save slots. So that's why there's save sections. Like, here's where you can save. You can't save like in the middle of fucking battle because there's supposed to be a risk reward. And that always kind of confused me about why people would do that and why a game maker would put that in their game, because it really detracts.
Yeah, I'm kind of with that. I think the reason that Dark Souls is so successful is, I mean, certainly partly because of its harshness. Because I think there's a games have been getting progressively easier, right? Like since you have like Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, you've been getting easier and easier and easier games, more accessible to the general public, easier and easier and easier. And Dark Souls kind of goes, okay, well, this is a little too easy. Let's bring it back a little bit. Let's come back, more towards the punishment side of games. And they actually market it now.
Yeah, it's punishing.
Right, as punishing. As we're going to punish you, you're going to die.
I think I have the Dark Souls 1, like, You're Going to Die edition or something
Prepare to Die
Prepare
edition.
to Die.
Yeah, Prepare to Die. So
I hope it's not really that hard. I do want to play it, but I don't want to.
It isn't. It is not that hard.
Okay. Fair enough.
But that's the thing. I think we're getting more into like a renaissance of difficult gaming. Hopefully, my God, this shit's way too easy now. If you go back and play Super Nintendo shit, like go back and play Ninja Gaiden or Castlevania 2.
Balls to the wall difficult.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
Like,
so I guess my question then would be, because the problem is that we've grown up with game over screens. So human beings intentionally will say, we've done it this way for so long, that's just how it is. Doesn't mean it's the right answer.
Right.
So if tomorrow they said, no more game over screens in any game ever, how do you do it? How do you make a game with no game over screen?
You have to have a loading screen.
Right, you got a first-person shooter. You got to make a first-person shooter right now. It's military. No game over screen.
Checkpoints.
You die and you automatically pop back to a checkpoint?
It's kind of...
I would actually prefer that because I hate watching game over screen.
Or you make a game that you don't die in. That there is no game over aspect because there's no death.
Mm-hmm.
Certainly possible.
What about the... So here, one thing that I see for this is you have a group, like you have a squad, let's say, of 4 people. And you move into a zone, and you go in there guns blazing, and you try to kill them, and let's say all of them die. You do one, you switch over to the other, that one dies, switch over to the other, that one dies, that one switch over to the other. Kind of like Dark Souls, you take the place of now, not necessarily, this isn't exactly like Dark Souls, but bear with me. You take the place of a new group of soldiers that has to go find them and get their stuff. Something like that.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find ways around a game over screen. So it's not necessarily game over, it's that you're a new group of soldiers and you got to keep going. The fight continues.
Okay, well look at like Harvest Moon.
Okay.
Look at a game like Harvest Moon.
Love that game.
It's a great game, right? I think we can agree. No game over screen.
That's right.
But
no visceral challenge.
But yeah, I mean nothing. No. What's the word? Challenge, but nothing to stress you. Nothing to really try your inner gamer. I think in order to do that, you have to have some degree of failure in it. And if you leave the definition of game over screen really open to an irredeemable failure, because I think that's what we think of when we say of game over. It's an irredeemable failure. It's a place where you have to stop and go back. Then that's kind of what, I don't know.
Without actually steps to, you're saying some games don't have a game over screen, just a bunch of tips. Pokemon doesn't have a game over screen. It doesn't have a physical screen that says game over, but you have a game over where you die and come back to a point.
Well, you white out. And you don't. It doesn't have to be a game over. I mean that is a teaching tool. I think it's actually pretty light as far as tools go too. I mean, to reload after a whiteout is kind of like try hard. Not to bring League of Legends into this, but it's a little try hard.
Yeah.
To fucking load after a whiteout, dude. Come on, man.
One thing I like that wasn't entirely a game over. I mean, it wasn't entirely not a game over. It was still pretty much was, but Chrono Trigger. You ever get through that whole game? I'm sure you played it even a little bit.
I played a little.
The game over is actually one of the endings to the game.
Right when you defeat the what is it?
Right, Lavos,
Yeah,
and the world ends, and just shows you a clip of that.
Hmm.
That's kind of cool.
it's kind of like Earthbound, right? You defeat that abortion. But that's kind of how it
That's
used
not
to
the game
be.
over though. That's just that one just ends and you're like your dad's talking to you.
It's kind of how it used to be, though. That was the end of the game. That's it. I mean, a lot of games are still kind of linear and progressive like that.
Yeah, I don't know if a game over, especially in a game where it's like story driven or combat driven, is really avoidable. Like a real like you lost back to the last point of whatever.
Yeah.
That I don't know. I can't see a really good way to get around that.
That could be a cultural thing, too. Like, we don't want to fail. We always have, like, runner-up trophies, right?
Yeah.
That might be an American thing.
Yeah, we're getting really soft in this country. I don't know how you guys are in Europe, but this country is very babied,
Yeah,
very pampered. And it's
Yeah.
kind of embarrassing a lot of times.
I agree.
As much as I'm not a strong gamer, like I have a very hard time with those games, but even I would say like if I lost, like it's not the game's fault, it's my fault. Like I need to get better. So,
Harvest Moon has rewards you get if you complete the game, and yeah, I mean, you're failing the rewards, but you're not, there's no "you are dead" screen in Harvest Moon
yeah.
where you're like, "Ah, fuck, I have to go back." 'cause I
That's a
lost
wonderful
tons of
way.
progress."
That's actually a wonderful way around it.
It's
is
a great way around.
Here's a goal, did you reach it or didn't you?
Yeah.
It's
I
not
agree.
necessarily you failed. I mean, you completed the game or whatever you want to
Sure.
say. At Harvest Moon, you can't even really complete it. Does it ever end?
I don't know. I've never ended. I've never like gotten to a point where it ends.
Black Ops 3 reality mode make it so when you get shot once the whole campaign gets reset. I have seen a few games like this. God, I hope not. But I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't know.
The whole game resets if you get shot once.
Yeah.
I would not like to play that.
Well, I guess it'd have to depend on the game, what exactly they're doing.
I think there is such a thing as getting punished too hard. And there's
Yeah, they have a reality mode in there, I guess. You turn on reality mode, and if you ever get shot, the whole game's over.
it's a little silly.
Why would you play Call of Duty if you want to play reality?
I don't care, yeah, for that. Like where robots can like fucking auto aim my head in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'm good, thanks.
Doesn't make any sense.
It's not. I don't care for that. There is such a thing as too punishing. I think there's such a thing as too much time invested versus what you're getting out of the game. Like I felt like that way with Ark. When I played Ark, I was I think I put in already like 90 hours in that game.
Holy
But-
shit.
Yeah, I put in like 40 hours. My base to get rated. I'm just like, dude, this is my entire work week. I just put into this game and it's gone. At least with my work week at my job, I get paid.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt. No. Yeah, I would stand on the idea that the game over screen is kind of required for a game. I've tried to think of ways around it, and it's just not. It's not really doable.
It doesn't have to be a screen.
It doesn't have
per
to be a screen,
se,
but the concept of you lost, start over.
I really like checkpoints. I think checkpoints should be used more often. There should be less. They should rein in the ability to save your game at will.
Stepsy says, got a PS4, but all the people I would play Black Ops 3 with have Xbox One. Why don't both console make one console so everyone has the same one like PC? Because they're different companies and America thrives on capitalism. There would be not as much drive to create quality. You can see that in a lot of ways, like EA making Madden. When one company can make any football game.
It might be possible to
It's
be
over.
on the same network
Yeah, they can make it cross-platform.
as a collaborative effort.
We saw that with Chrono Trigger.
They
That was Enix
still
and-
haven't done that with Microsoft and PC. There still isn't a great example. Maybe Titanfall tried to do it,
Mm-hmm.
but there's not a great example of 3, 4, 5 games in a row that are cross-platform to PC, which is like a fucking layup for Microsoft.
Yeah.
How easy would that be? I don't know.
So I mean, games like Uncharted and like the things that Naughty Dog puts out are made possible really because of that competition between the companies. Sony says, you look like you could make a really quality game. Here's a shitload of money. Make a really quality game. And they're like, okay, we'll make it. And that's how you get it. The fact that it's exclusive means that's why Sony's putting the money for it.
Yeah.
So reasons like that are why you have different consoles. What's up, Joe Guy? How's it going?
What up, Joe Guy?
So it's competition is unfortunately what drives a lot of things. There's some room for, sharing and stuff, but in general, especially like Microsoft is going to get Tomb Raider earlier. It's not even that great of a bonus to have it earlier than just to have it completely alone.
How much earlier?
Like 6 months.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like it's not even that amazing, but it's like it's something.
If I cared about Tomb Raider, I'd be all
fought for it.
about that.
I did.
I cared about Tomb Raider in like 1999, 1998.
They've really uncharted it, made it more like that. Yeah.
I love Uncharted too.
Yeah, I miss Adamosaur. I don't know where that guy went. Anyway, so that'd be why. I don't know. It's not necessarily great for everybody, but if you can kind of imagine a place with no competition, you're gonna get Madden every year. God, or Call of Duty every year.
We don't get Call of Duty every year.
Well, but for everything, like you won't get anything else.
Nothing new. No new franchises.
Because you're gamers. What are you gonna buy? You're gonna buy a game.
It's a major problem right now, isn't it? Every game that's coming out this month and November and December, right? They're all old franchises and they're all
You got Assassin's Creed that comes out yearly now.
new additions.
Far Cry hasn't come out this year, which is cool. And maybe they're taking their time with that one, which is good. Good for them. Yeah, they pretty much just released the rehashes lately.
I'm not necessarily complaining because I love Bethesda and I love Fallout and I love Elder Scrolls and I'm super psyched to get to fight a Deathclaw with power armor. My God, I'm gonna just jack my fucking wiener as I have my WSD like running around fighting a fucking Deathclaw with power armor on. When he jumped, I blew it.
I am excited for that one.
My goodness.
And I didn't like the other ones, but I didn't give them enough of a chance. So maybe this one will really win me, like pull me in.
I think it's complex enough. My God. You have the garage. You can create custom equipment.
Yeah.
I mean, let alone the mods that are going to be released for that game.
There's going to be a lot. Huh?
Day one, probably. Yeah. The mod community is so good for those games, too.
For like for Elder or what do you call it? Bethesda games?
For all Bethesda shit, yeah.
Yeah, they go crazy for that stuff.
Nexus? You ever been on that website?
No.
The mod community, man.
I think I don't have any. I have Fallout 3 on Steam. I don't think I have any of the other. I don't have any Elder Scrolls games.
Okay.
I have it for PS3. Skyrim. That was fun, but
that's great. There's a great mod. There's a survival mod. It's right up my alley for Skyrim that gives you like a realistic temperature. So you have to kind of make camp and build fires, eat the hunt for food. Gives you a lot of interesting aspects to that game that you didn't get before. The survival junkies.
I'm kind of curious why they didn't put survival stuff into Elder Scrolls. They might as well. Maybe they'll do it in the next one.
Well, to be fair, when Skyrim was released, that wasn't, a huge aspect to gaming. And I think there's so many survival games now that might be more standardized.
Yeah, I guess.
You have a whole market now of survival junkies.
Yeah.
That just buy this tons of survival games on early access. I think I have every survival game on early access. It's my Steam library. It's kind of sad. I even have Stomping Grounds, which if anyone's ever played Stomping Grounds, that was like Ark before Ark was released.
Oh, it's just Daniels has a funny comment. He says, giant dragon battles is better than survival.
Yeah, I guess so. I kind of prefer it though. I prefer
I like making a good stew.
Finding cans of food in abandoned buildings versus fighting the dragons that die from 2 crossbow bolts.
Yeah.
That game is way too easy.
Yeah, that's the problem with the balancing though. The dragons should be more of a threat, I think. Call me crazy. You
They
crazy?
They should be. We were just talking about this the other day, right? Like, bears being more of a threat than the dragons.
Yeah, it's in The Witcher too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, those bears are tough as fuck.
Yeah, after he kills a werewolf. Yeah, I walked outside and there was a bear. I was like, oh shit.
I had a real problem with the werewolf in the beginning of the game when it was a little lower level. I think I didn't have that shield
Yeah.
overpowered bullshit yet, but
See, I didn't go with the shield. Everyone told me it was way overpowered, and I was like, I'm not gonna play a game I'm not gonna break the game. I did that with Etrian.
wow.
I did that with Etrian Odyssey, and I was so sad. It ruined like 20 hours of gameplay. So I was like, I'm not gonna get that.
That is very honorable of you.
I went Agni
Okay.
and swords
okay.
because it helped my swords hit harder. I think.
Yeah, I do. I think I have three categories filled with like melee stuff, and then I have one category filled with Quen.
Yeah,
Just all Quen all the
Yeah.
time.
it's cheap.
It's nonsense. What kind of fucking game gives you your full health bar back for being hit once? Silly as fuck.
Yeah.
Can't lose.
COD does so. Oshis Daniel says, as someone who likes both franchises on a basic level, why does Halo get respect from you but COD not?
COD's been the same game for like 4 years.
That's pretty much it. Call of Duty gets re-released every year without kind of a thought.
Personally, I think Halo has too, which is why I haven't bought fucking Halo.
I have my issues with Halo. Don't get me wrong. Halo 4 especially. Things about that game that I saw. I didn't play it, but things I did play a little bit of the multiplayer, and things about that pissed me off to no end. And I will not play that game multiplayer. But Call of Duty, I don't have a problem with Call of Duty, so to say, like, I hate it.
I hate
It's
it.
just not a game that I ever feel the desire to play.
I've played a lot of Call of Duty, man. Like, I think I started playing since Call of Duty 1 for PC.
Mhm.
Yeah, I started playing that a long time ago.
I
I don't know when that was.
I think Call of Duty, again, I don't hate the game per se, but it's representative of a problem in the gaming industry where you're required to release a game every year.
I agree.
And you can really see the quality kind of not necessarily dip, but not evolve and not go
Right.
anywhere.
That's a serious problem. That's the same fucking beef that I have with Halo, man. Like shit's not evolving fast enough. Like,
Yes, except so you can stream on the PlayStation camera. Yeah,
it's not
exactly.
evolving fast enough. It's every year or 2 years or whatever. They come out with another fucking game. It's a little different than the previous game. You know, I have different kill streak rewards now. I have different technology. Oh, I'm a robot suit. I can use a grappling hook. I don't like fucking give a shit.
Yeah.
Stop. Just make a new game. It seriously, it goes back to the same problem that I've had earlier with like, there's no new games coming out. It's just rehashes of the same fucking series over and over and over again. Like that just plays into like the whole corporatism aspect of gaming. Feels like every gaming company is fucking EA now.
Well, and to Halo's credit, they have changed quite a bit. I think every iteration is different. Halo 2 had the dual wielding system, and that was revolutionary. Some people definitely don't like it, but they took chances, and 4 took a lot of chances.
Revolutionary?
I
think
think
it's
so.
dual wield fucking pistols and GoldenEye.
Yeah, GoldenEye's different. GoldenEye's a weird game. It was like for traditional first-person shooters, that was weird. I thought that was different at the time.
Dude, I don't think that's revolutionary. I think nothing Halo has done, even the fucking class system that they released.
Oh, the class system was not cool.
revolutionary.
I thought Halo 2 was revolutionary. I thought they did a lot of really cool stuff.
Well, you might be right. I may have
But
to eat my words here.
But Halo 4 took risks, and I give them credit for it, but risks that I don't want to. They were not good. Like it just wasn't good. I didn't like it. But
Halo 2,
they
you're
did
right.
change. The games are different. The games are all feel very different.
Halo 2 gets it.
Yeah, Halo 2 is a lot of fun,
Nothing else.
man. Halo 3 was cool, but not. I mean, you might as well just play Halo 2.
Halo they all feel like extensions of Halo 2
Yeah,
to me.
yeah. I don't know. That's my opinion. I get that people would defend COD, and the game itself is quality. It's just a good-looking game, and they got a lot of money pumped into it, and there's a lot of stuff going on there.
My favorite Call of Duty was Call of Duty 2.
I like World at War.
Call of Duty 2, M1 Garand and Thompson
Yeah,
all day long.
but
I'll
again,
still play it.
well, one thing too to know is that I'm not a first-person shooter player. So, yeah, my opinion on it is kind of outside looking in. I'll play Halo for a spell. I'll play Warzone a lot probably, but I'm not going to be the guy who's like aim down sights ruins Halo because this. I'm not that guy. I don't I don't know. It
Go
doesn't
even
matter.
farther. Go to ballistics. Go to like physics with laser weapons. I mean,
Yeah.
take it even farther, right?
Yeah. I don't know. They took chances with Halo. I don't think they take chances with Call of Duty.
I think it is. I think I think Daniel's right, but that's because I hate both franchises.
Yeah.
I hate them both equally. I hate Call of Duty, the later days of Call of Duty, later days of Halo too. I fucking hate them both, and I don't know why my girlfriend pre-ordered Halo, but she shouldn't have. And we're getting divorced now.
Divorce from your girlfriend. You're going to take it to the courts.
take her to small claims court.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna try to return my fucking pre-order, man. I'm a hater. I'm drinking haterade.
I don't think Halo 5 is weak. I really don't.
Yeah, they are weak. That is correct. That is factual. That's factual.
How do you evolve the FPS genre? It's funny that you say how you evolve because there's a game called Evolve that evolves the FPS genre. But
Realism evolves it. I mean, look at like Arma, how that's doing. H1Z1, I think, does a really interesting job too.
as much as people are gonna throw shit at me, Destiny. That is how you evolve.
Destiny, I mean, is an interesting evolution if it were a complete game. If it
Mhm.
were not a fucking 5-hour slog through a campaign and then the same missions over and over.
Just Daniel, I don't think the distinction is artificial. I think we made a point.
Yeah, really.
Halo takes chances. They
Halo's-
change. 4 was a huge chance. You don't think 4 was different than 3?
No.
I think 4 was completely different than 3.
Each game since 2 has been slightly different. Destiny.
Halo
takes
4
a
had
chance.
class systems that I hated.
Destiny
Halo
takes
3
a
had
chance.
multiplayer that I enjoyed.
Come on, really?
Yeah.
You don't like the classes in 4
No, I don't like them.
or Reach or whatever?
I hate the idea of a class system. That's why I don't like the games with class systems. I think everybody should start out the same.
They're just following on the
But what-
coattails of other FPS.
Again, what I'm
games.
saying is it took chances in changing its system. Regardless of if it's successful or not.
It changed slightly, but not majorly. You could pick any class in that game and still be successful.
What I'm
Equally
saying is,
successful.
regardless if the change was good or the change was bad, they took chances. I think
You know what I would like
in
to
ways
see?
that Call of Duty specifically does not.
I would like to see more first-person MOBAs.
Okay, well, I mean, you can make MOBAs.
Like
I see.
Monday Night Combat.
They got that one from Gearbox coming up.
Yeah.
I'm down for that.
Yeah, I would love to see more change in scenery for FPS. Because we know how to do Quake, right? Like we know how to do it. We get how Unreal Tournament works
Mhm.
now. We've been doing it for 10 plus years. We've been doing deathmatch, team deathmatch, capture the flag for 20 plus years. Let's introduce some new aspects. Well, what about an FPS MMO?
I'm down.
Where's that?
Oh, MOBA?
Yeah.
Not
And a MOBA?
Well, MMOs, you already have. I mean, you can just turn them into first person.
Right, but I'm asking where that game is. Where's my FPS MMO? Where's my Mass Effect MMO?
Oh, I see.
Where is that? I'm waiting.
Love you, Justin. No, Daniel, sorry. Not Justin. I don't love him.
You know? Like, where is that game? Why isn't FPS, expanded to other genres? Because they could do it.
Skyrim is a good example of doing it right. That's an FPS, pretty much predominantly played FPS, right?
Fallout. Look at what Fallout's doing. People are super psyched for Fallout.
Don't bring
No
the
one's
flames.
rolling their eyes at Fallout like they're fucking rolling their eyes for Halo. Why is that? It's RPG elements. Something different. We're not playing fucking Unreal Tournament. We're not playing Quake.
Yeah. Yeah, I think there's ways to evolve the FPS genre.
Yeah. I mean,
Evolve
Borderlands,
tried.
Not really.
Evolve tried. I think it got bogged down by money politics, but it was a good idea.
Massive for Borderlands. Come on, Roosevelt. Get that trash out of here. Massively multiplayer, online is not Borderlands. Borderlands is, you and a couple friends. Borderlands is Halo.
Yeah.
Borderlands is not massive.
I mean, it's an idea though. It's an idea.
But
different.
they're in the right frame of mind. I agree with that. I think they're going to the right place. First person shooter. Like that's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah.
Like why aren't we making it interesting? Why are we sticking to team deathmatch? Why are we sticking to capture the flag? Why do we need vehicles? Why do we need more, I mean, I think Battlefront is not a bad idea. Resurrecting the Battlefront series. Having that is a good idea. It doesn't do a ton of really groundbreaking shit for the genre, but it's still in the right mindset. But I would love to see like a lot of the interesting RPG elements that I like combined into an FPS that is relatively skill based.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. RPG elements, had that in there.
Sure.
The online idea of Destiny, expand that a little bit. but it's in the right direction. It's critical thinking for the future.
Destiny it was going in the right direction if it was not like a quarter of a game.
Yeah. But yeah, there are games that do well, and there are games that stick to the formula. And unfortunately, a lot of people think that Halo and Call of Duty do that, and I will argue the fact that they make more money than most of the games that try something different. So
yeah,
vote with your wallet, people. That's all I can say.
Right. You gotta vote with your wallet.
If you don't want difference, then don't complain about it. That's all I'm saying.
If you don't want any more Halo, stop buying Halo.
Yeah. Like me, everybody.